So I'm currently doing a Bible study on the Bible app, on the Bible Project app, which is, you don't have to have that, they've got websites where you can do it. Anyway, on Abraham, and a comment was made and it got me thinking. So the comment that was made was that, so basically what we was talking about Abraham. So this section of teaching that was talking about how of Sodom and Gomorrah, and how God spared Lot's life and his family, other than his wife who turned. But anyway, that's a different story. And the comment that was made is, when the righteous intercessor on the high place appeals to God's justice, Yahweh will listen and show mercy. And it kind of reminded me how we should always pray for people, because God listens to our prayers. And this is an example where Abraham interceded for Lot and for the people. I'll read the actual thing, but how he was, more so for any righteous people, would you spare them and stuff. But the whole point is that Moses was acted as the intercessor, and for us, we can act as an intercessor to people that we know, not even just people that we know, people that we may not know, just intercessing for people who don't know Jesus, and to spare them from whatever despair that they're going through, or whatever false thing that they were following. And it actually reminds me of a testimony of a video I watched of this woman who was kind of in new age stuff, and she tried to kind of open up a store, but nothing was like kicking off from it, like nothing was happening, she wasn't making a lot of money, that kind of thing. And at the time her friend was praying for her, and now as she reflects, she says the reason why it probably didn't become successful is because her friend was praying for her, so praying for her salvation, so God had like put a stop on it, if that makes any sense. So they're like an example, a Bible example of what happens when we intercede for people, and then an example outside of the Bible of what happens when we intercede for people. It stops the motions of the enemy from doing any more damage, or slows down the process of what they're doing that could be damaging in their lives. So it's just kind of a reminder of a kind of like kind of hope, in a way, that when we pray for other people's salvation, it does happen. We just have to keep praying and not giving up or anything like that. So the thing I'm going to read is in Genesis chapter 19 from verse 22. Then the men turned away from there and went towards Sodom, while Abraham was still standing before the Lord. Abraham came near and said, "Will you indeed sweep away the righteous with the wicked? Suppose there are 50 righteous within the city. Will you indeed sweep it away and not spare the place for the sake of the 50 righteous who are in it? Far be it from you to do such a thing, to slay the righteous with the wicked, so that the righteous and the wicked are treated alike. Far be it from you, shall not the judge of all the earth deal justly? So the Lord said, If I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare the whole place on their account. And Abram replied, Now behold, I have ventured to speak to the Lord, although I am but dust and ashes. Suppose the 50 righteous are lacking five, will you destroy the whole city because of 5? And he said, I will not destroy it if I find 45 there. He spoke to him yet again and said, Suppose 40 are found there. And he said, I will not do it on the account of the 40. Then he said, Oh my, the Lord not be angry, and I shall speak. Suppose 30 are found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. And he said, Now behold, I have ventured to speak to the Lord. Suppose 20 are found there. And he said, I will not destroy it on account of the 20. Then he said, Oh, may the Lord not be angry, and I shall speak only this once. Suppose 10 are found there. Suppose 10 are found there. And he said, I will not destroy it on the account of 10. As soon as he had finished speaking to Abraham, the Lord departed, and Abraham returned to his place. So, on that account, obviously, he is interceding for a city and for basically the righteous people not to be destroyed. But as I said, we can intercede for people so that they don't fall into more and more sin. We pray for God to kind of pull them out of there, whatever way is possible for him. So don't give up praying for other people, praying for people's salvation, because God will make it happen. Just keep praying. Don't give up, because I know it can be hard, especially when it comes to family members, because we don't want to see family members, you know, end up where we don't want them to end up. So don't give up and keep praying.